New at noon, it has been a dry summer and with no major rain in sight. One town asking people to cut back on water. The mayor of Bristol is calling for voluntary restrictions on water use. News 8's Ken Pierce live in Bristol this midday, checking out the levels in the city's reservoir. And Ken, how do things look at this point?
Keith, they look very dry. I'm standing right by the edge of the water of Bristol's number 7 reservoir, and it took me a long time to walk down to the edge of the water because the reservoir is at a fraction of its normal capacity. The folks who live right across the street tell me they have never seen this reservoir this dry, and this is one of the reasons that Bristol's mayor is asking, and so far he is only asking people to conserve water. Due to all the dry weather, the city of Bristol would like everyone to try doing this. At least a little bit. That's because the city's reservoirs look like this, down to just 70% of their capacity.
We've been watching the reservoirs for the last month and keeping track of what our consumption's been. And we feel at this time it's time to ask our residents to voluntarily look at their water usage.
He'd like people with odd-numbered addresses to water their lawns and wash their cars only on odd-numbered days, and even-numbered addresses on even days. We found Jill's car newly washed on the right day, even if she didn't know it. Were you aware of the restrictions?
No, not at all.
All right.
No.
Well, what are you going to do now that you are aware?
Probably follow it.
Yep.
I mean, if there's a drought, then we have to adhere to his policy, so we'll have to do as he says.
It may make some lawns a little browner than they already are. One place that doesn't mind it hot and dry is Bristol's lake compounds. That's because weather like that brings people to the park.
Oh yeah, they come in, they use the rides, they use the swimming pools, they use the water slides, so it's been good for us.
So a dry August actually worked out well for you financially.
Yeah, yes it did. We had a lot of guests, we had a lot of visitors, and it was good for us at that point.
They're only open for the next 3 days, then closed for a while, but the park is doing what it can to reduce water use.
We're going to stop using all of our irrigation system to water the plants and the flowers. We were able to turn some of the ice machines off.
We just want to slow it down a little bit, slow down the usage, and give time for that rainstorm to come and fill up our reservoirs.
The idea is with a little help from the people of Bristol, they can keep the water from receding any further, and then with some help from Mother Nature, hopefully replenish. I asked the mayor at what point the water would have to recede for the restrictions to become mandatory. He said he wasn't sure, and that would be up to the water board to decide. Live in Bristol, I'm Kent Pierce. Keith, back to you.